But the same can't be said of a calamitous flash flood in northern Italy.
It was about inches from getting swept underneath that truck.
The medieval town of Vernazza is dwarfed by the 2,000-foot cliffs which surround it. It's a big draw for tourists like Andrea and Preston from Texas.
We wanted to go to Vernazza primarily because of the scenery. We heard it was just beautiful. We've seen pictures of it.
It's a place in Italy that we'd never been before, and we thought that this might be a great day trip to take, even though it had been raining in the area.
Unusually high sea temperatures have led to a massive storm system parking itself over the region, and the storm is about to break.
It falls on very rocky, mountainous terrain with lots of steep-sided valleys. All that water may rush down into one particular valley and then, of course, thunder through some small town somewhere. So it's much more dangerous to have intense rainfall over mountainous, rocky terrain than it is over a flat landscape.
Andrea and Preston are filming their friends enjoying a meal at a restaurant when they notice this is no ordinary rainstorm.
We were all sitting there paying, and one of the local owners of the restaurant was sitting there with a broom, and he was sweeping water that was coming up underneath the doors. We went to the door, and the electricity went up. And I was like, wow, this is kind of wild.
They head to the train station, but as they get there, their way is blocked by a torrent of floodwater.
As the rain's coming down, we just noticed that it's washing down the street pretty fast.
And travelling at this rate, it's taking everything with it.
I took my first step, and that's when I knew that I was not going to be able to stand up. The water just knocked me down.
She just disappeared in front of me. I couldn't believe it. It happened that fast.
I'm on my stomach, and I'm trying to grab hold of the cobblestone street, and I couldn't grab a hold. I knew that there was a truck perched up against the train platform, and the water was rushing so hard behind the truck. I was about inches from getting swept underneath that truck.
For a few vital seconds, Andrea is wedged underneath the truck. Preston has just moments to act.
As violent as you could see water come over her, you couldn't actually see her. All I could see was the black jacket she was wearing. I just grabbed her and pulled her out.
The flash flood is now in full sped. Landslides above the town have released tons of mud, which mixed with rainwater is pouring down the main street. They both realise they need to get out fast.
We proceeded up a few stairs and got to the train platform and looked up to the other side of the road where the water was now rushing down. It looked like a raging river, and that all happened within a matter of minutes.
As the train pulls in, they realise they have to make a split-second decision. Stay or go.
I don't know where this train's going, and I don't know if it's on the side of a mountain or what, but I'm not getting on there. What if it washes the whole train down?
But as the train pulls out, they realise they've made a mistake. They're now marooned.
We knew that we were in real serious trouble. The train had already left. The tracks were filled with debris. We knew we needed to do something.
The only place left to shelter is inside the tunnel. A local eventually leads them to higher ground.
That's when we started seeing all the cars, and we really knew what kind of flood we were in. When car after car after car, the town's not that big. I would say there's probably 30 cars in the whole town, and every single one of them got washed out to sea. I realize now how fortunate I was to get her out from underneath that pickup.
Andrea has been lucky. A second or two longer would have made all the difference. Having spent the night sheltering in a local church, the next morning they filmed the full extent of the damage.
This is a beautiful harbor. As you can see, there's boats and cars and a little bit of everything in there. Very sad.
3 locals lost their lives, and a further 7 died in the surrounding area. It was the most destructive flash flood the town had ever seen. A testimony to the incredible power of water. But in extreme conditions, water also has the power to move mountains.